life. My name is Emily and I am the mom of two very busy boys, and I love to teach busy moms a creative way to get fit using my decked out 1 gallon weights I call gym jugs. I am on a mission to get rid of the dumbbell and show everyone just how effective working out with 1 gallon weights can be. Today I wanted to show you my family's favorite afternoon snack, peanut butter energy bites, and we like to have it with a little bit of a crunch. I'm excited to show you what I like to put into these to make them extra special for my family. Everybody has kind of their own variation of peanut butter energy bites. They're going around, and that's what makes them so fun, is you can change them up. Like, you don't have to get burnt out on these because you can so easily change them up. Sometimes I'll add cinnamon, sometimes I'll add almond extract. Just change it up and keep experimenting. Even if it doesn't turn out the best, more than likely it's still gonna be good. So give it a try and I think you're going to love it. So let me show you my favorite version. Here I have 2 cups of rolled oats, and then I'm gonna add 1 cup of ground flaxseed. Make sure you get the ground ones. Then we're gonna add 1 cup of peanut butter. And I just stick to regular old peanut butter. I know there's a lot of fancy peanut butters out there. I haven't really experimented much with those. So I just use pretty standard peanut butter. Then I'm going to add raw honey. Now, raw honey is just really special. I think it's totally worth the extra cost to buy the raw honey. It is great for your digestive system. It's got antibacterial properties, and then of course it's great to soothe a sore throat. I think it tastes much better than traditional honey. Regular honey is basically just filtered and pasteurized, whereas the raw honey could possibly have some of the pollen bits in there. They even say if you are prone to allergies and buy honey that is locally sourced, that it can reduce your allergies. So I'm all about that, and I am willing to spend the extra few dollars to get there. Now I'm just gonna add 2/3 cup of this honey. You can see it's a little bit lighter in color. So the regular honey is a lot deeper in color, so this is a lot lighter, and this is the raw honey. This is from Sleepy Bear Farms, which is in Michigan. That is where I am, so I would try to find the honey that is locally sourced to you. The nice thing is just the regular grocery store is carrying the locally sourced honey now. So the honey really makes this stick together. You don't want to skip this ingredient. All right, so now I'm going to add 1 scoop of chocolate whey protein. The chocolate, this recipe originally calls for chopped up bits of chocolate. I don't do that. I go ahead and put in the chocolate protein. I think it just amps up the level of protein, obviously, in the recipe, and I find that the bits of chocolate chopped in here is a little bit too sweet. So add that in, and then I will do a teaspoon of vanilla. I just kind of eyeball it because it doesn't bother me if I put a little extra in. All right, and then I'm just gonna get that started with mixing. These are just so great to have on hand, and my whole family loves them. And it's a great alternative this time of year to all the temptations that are out there. So if we can just say no a couple times to those sugary snacks and go with something like this, you're gonna be better off. All right, so my ingredient that I really love to add into this is granola. And I love this brand, the Kind brand. All of their products are so good. And I had been making these for so long without the granola, and once I added them in, it just really changed the texture, and my husband and I could just really see a huge difference, and we love it. It's a little bit, it stays crunchy, and it really makes this recipe special. So I just pour a little bit of that in there and keep mixing. I store my bites into the freezer. I like them nice and cold, and with the peanut butter and honey, they don't turn into an ice cube. They still stay soft enough where you can bite into them. So I also like to make them very small when I roll them into the balls so that you don't hurt your jaw, which is definitely a possibility when they are frozen. They do get a little bit hard, right? But still not too hard where you can't bite them. You just mix these up. There's no baking, no anything. You just mix up the ingredients. It's so easy. And like I was saying earlier, you can really change it up with different ingredients. Maybe you can use craisins, or like I mentioned earlier, cinnamon and or almond extract. It can really change the flavor so you don't get bored. I don't know how you would get bored of these because they're so good, but they are fun to just change up. So experiment with how you make them, what ingredients you just sprinkle in there, and there's no right or wrong. I know a lot of people don't like to experiment because they don't feel comfortable in the kitchen. They don't want to ruin anything, but this one is just really an easy one to experiment with. So like I said, I just roll them very small so that you can see. I think a little bit under 1 inch, maybe. Let me see if I can. A little under 1 inch bites. So this is gonna make enough for my family for 4 to 5 days. I just keep them in the freezer. I just leave them open. So I'll just put the whole cookie tray in the top shelf of my freezer. We can just reach in and grab them whenever. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys are having a great start to your holiday season. I'm gonna wash up my hands here real quick. Now these, you're gonna really wanna keep the serving size, you're gonna wanna keep it portioned, controlled. 3 bites is probably enough for a serving, and I really wouldn't go more than 6 in a day. Those ground flax seeds really pack a lot of fiber, and if you eat too many of them, you're gonna feel it, and you're probably not gonna be too happy about it. So really keep it portion controlled, and just have it when you're having those little cravings for the sweets. If you like this, please hit like and share with your friends. Later on today, I'm going to post the final product along with the full recipe, so be on the lookout for that, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.